This video will be about machine learning for sustainable processes. Industries have powered global growth for over a century, but that progress comes with a hidden cost. Burning fuels for energy releases CO2 and other gases that drive climate change, a problem that has steadily increased over the years, with atmospheric levels rising and global temperatures following the same upward trend. Sustainability means meeting present needs without limiting the future generations' ability to meet theirs. But what can we do to make sure that chemical processes are sustainable and reduce their CO2 emissions? Life cycle assessment, or LCA, evaluates a product's CO2 emissions from the very beginning of the process to the very end. Chemical engineers use LCA to study each stage of a product's life: the resource extraction, processing, manufacturing, distribution, use, and end of life. What then can be used to quantify a new chemical's impact? Life cycle indicators are numbers that track a chemical's journey from start to finish to determine the chemical's impact on our health and the environment. Some examples of these indicators are water depletion, human toxicity, and climate change.
So, how do we estimate the environmental impact of a brand new chemical? Our research group, Sustainable Design and System Medicine Lab, works on collecting LCI data for these new chemicals. To understand a chemical's environmental impact, we use two main tools. First is machine learning. Machine learning helps us predict the impact of new chemicals when we have no data. It learns from patterns in many known chemicals to estimate things like CO2 emissions early on. But to understand what happens inside the factory, we use another tool called regression. The separation units in factories all use different amounts of heat, pressure, and electricity, and as machine gets bigger, their environmental impact also grows. That's why we use regression. It helps us see patterns like how energy or material use increases when equipment gets larger. We calculate scale up factors of material and energy usage to show how impacts grow with an increase in equipment size. Regression also helps us see what happens at the end of a chemical life, like how much energy it uses and what the impact is when it's recycled or thrown away. Together, these two tools help us design cleaner, greener chemical processes and move toward a more sustainable future. Thank you.